Welcome. This is a 5-minute stretch. It was a request for the quick 15 folks. So really quick, sit on a chair, cross one leg over your knee, sit up tall, come forward, hold onto the foot so it doesn't slip off, keep your torso long, reach your arm forward. This is 5 minutes. This is a very short stretch. My preference is a longer stretch, but you know what? If you only have 5 minutes and you get in a 5-minute stretch, you're good. It's a win. I definitely prefer it over not stretching. Keep holding it. We are going to hold this first stretch the longest. It is the hip. Big joint needs a little more. Switch sides. Don't take your time. Just get there. Lift up tall. Have your alignment in place. Reach. Keep the chest high. What happens is we tend to round over it, which means we're not hinging at the hip. We're sort of going to a posterior pelvic tilt. Rounding through the thoracic, dropping our chin down. No, we want a lifted, elongated spine so that we get the hip involved. Like I said, this is going to be our longest stretch. With 5 minutes moving through the entire lower body, we got to sort of move quick. And then come up. Bring the legs out. You're still on the edge of your chair. You're going to drop the hand down, straightening the arm. Press the shoulder down. Look over your opposite shoulder. You got an inner thigh stretch and you have a torso stretch. So you feel that on the side of your body of the hand pressing. We'll gently come up. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Drop the shoulder down. Look over the opposite shoulder. The ability to straighten your arm is irrelevant. Don't worry about it. It's really a torso flexibility. It's length of your limbs as well, so it's not just flexibility. And then come on up. The next two stretches are going to be standing. I recommend using your chair because it is a wonderful way to stretch if you're not flexible. Hold on to the back. Make sure it's sturdy. Put one leg up. Soften the knee you're standing on. Square the hip. So pull the long leg hip back. Lift your chest, hinge forward. I want a slight bend underneath the knee. Until you come forward with a lifted spine, until you feel a stretch in the back of your thigh. If you can come all the way down without rounding, by all means do so. You're welcome to grab your foot. You're welcome to hold on to the chair. Either way, all we want is effect. We want to feel the stretch in the back of the thigh. This isn't about creating a shape. This is about getting the stretch. And then gently come up and we'll switch. Other leg comes up. Remember, pull the extended leg. Pull the hip back so you're square to where you're folding. Lift the torso up, come forward till you feel stretch. Hold onto the chair for balance. Soften the back knee. Only come as far forward as you can until you feel the stretch and your chest stays lifted. We tend to cave, right? Because we think we need to be low with the body. It's all about what's happening in the hip. Specifically the hip of the stretched leg. Softening the knee to push it more into the thigh. If you can straighten the leg and you don't feel it behind the knee, by all means do that. It's all about your connective tissue. It is a long subject and we do not have enough time here. But just because someone can go straight and someone cannot does not mean one is better than the other, right? Gently bring yourself up. We're still holding on to the chair. Grab the top of your foot. Once you do, you're going to pull the knees in towards one another. And once you do that, you're going to keep the standing leg soft. You're going to push your left hip forward gently and then pull the heel in, keeping the knee pointing to the floor and the knees in line with one another. This will be our last stretch. And then we gently do the same thing on the other side. Grab the top of the foot, immediately pull the knee in, soften the leg we stand on, and then push your bent leg hip forward. Just gently push it forward. Keep the knees pressed, not into one another, but don't let it flail up, right? So we're going to keep the legs aligned, keep the hip pushing forward, and then gently Release. That is all